Cobb County Police has retirement benefits that can seem a little bit complicated, but I am here to break it down for you. I've kind of taken it upon myself to educate on our retirement, and from what I've learned, pass it on to fellow officers and hopefully future employees as well. The hybrid retirement plan is 3 different facets, essentially. The first is a mandatory, meaning that you are required to be a part of it, and then the other 2 parts of it are voluntary, so you have the option to opt in or out of them. So the first part of our retirement is called the mandatory defined benefit. It's essentially still a pension, what police departments used to be on back in the day, but it's not as full of a pension because, again, it's just a part of the retirement. Each employee is required to be a part of it, and each employee will contribute at 3% of their paycheck, and then the county will do 23.59% of that employee's base pay for that year. The vesting for this is 7 years. Vesting is your right to an employer's contributions to your retirement. So usually they'll set a certain time limit, whether 5, 7, 10 years, that you'll have to work for that company. And then once you hit that time frame, you'll have the rights to the money that that employer has contributed. The second part of the hybrid retirement is called the voluntary defined contribution. This is more like what you'll see with private sector jobs, kind of like a 401k. It's 2 different parts. There is a 401a as well as a 457b. The contribution match on this is 4%, meaning if the employee puts in 4%, the county will also put in 4%. Your contributions will go into the 457 account, and then the employer's contributions will go into the 401a. The vesting on this is 5 years. That's your right to the 401a account, which is the contributions from the county. This will kind of grow like any other basic plan that you would see, kind of like the 401ks, where in a sense, whatever you have in that plan at retirement is kind of how you can start factoring in your monthly income from that if you want to, what rate you want to withdraw at, as well as that count will continually grow throughout your retirement because money will be in it. There is an option to do a third account. It's an additional 457. So if you're wanting to go above that 4%, set aside more for retirement, you have that option. On top of those contributions, you can either pick a Roth contributions or traditional. And to break that down, Roth means that you're being taxed now and you won't be taxed in retirement. Traditional means that it is taxed in retirement. So you can kind of set up your taxes whichever way you want to do, or you can actually do different amounts. If you want to do a certain amount Roth and a certain amount traditional, you do have those options. We do have a third retirement option, which is called the Police Officers Annuity and Benefit Fund of Georgia, or POAB for short, since it has a long title. This is a pension fund for law enforcement officers in the state of Georgia. So it doesn't matter where you work in Georgia. If you're a law enforcement officer, you have the option to opt into this pension fund. This isn't supposed to be a large pension fund either. It's a subsidiary income, so it's trying to help out and give you a little extra money in retirement. The county does pay the monthly contributions for this. So if you as an employee want to opt into this retirement plan with the state of Georgia, you have the ability to, and Cobb County will pay for those contributions. The vesting on this is 15 years, so that's 15 years of actually paying into the fund, and then that's when you are actually vested and you can withdraw in retirement. The max amount, though, is 30 years. So once you hit 30, if you go over that, you're not going to receive any additional benefit. So once you hit that 30, you can start collecting, and there is the ability to actually collect if you're still working in law enforcement after you hit that 30 years. That was kind of a quick breakdown of all 3 facets of the hybrid retirement, and hopefully it helped out.